Richest Roots drink works for menstrual cramps and pain, migraines, fatigue, stress and tiredness, sinusitis, builds immune defense, bloating, enhances male bedroom prowess, and Richest Sorrel Roots drink works against all types of cancers and tumors, memory loss, high cholesterol, insomnia, nervous issues, flu, and many other illnesses. For your Richest Roots drink and Richest Sorrel Roots drink, contact us now via WhatsApp at 876-528-9534. Richest Roots drink and Richest Sorrel Roots drink. Richest, a true Jamaican experience.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
All right, people, are the same thing. It's the same thing. So there's nothing I can do at this moment. Apparently, it's a StreamYard thing. So I'm seeing myself clearly. I'm actually on the screen. I'm not in the waiting area, but apparently it's not showing on the main stream. But there it is. Hold on. Apparently the system is hacked, people. Yeah, but we are here. Sorry about the no video. But like I said, apparently the system is hacked. Big up to Fresh, big up to Eagle Republic. I don't know what is happening. Yeah. But you can call in, people. Just call in. Those who are on and want to call in. Yeah, man, we're gonna deal with it. It can't stop, you know. The show cannot stop. No, people, this cannot stop. So we're gonna be going ahead with it. Checking it out. Big up to the persons that are on. Rob Smith. Yeah, man, look like a radio setting tonight, Rob Smith. So you can call in, people. This is a podcast setting tonight. No screen, nothing like that. We're just gonna talk. Go now, big up yourself. Yeah, man, like up the stream, same way, people. That's the golden rule. Hit that like button. But me tell you, people, I have some stuff to talk about, and probably, probably that's right now we're working up, cause some fire go blazing at night, Oh, a stream had a problem. John, no. And the bad thing about it, we can't switch it, If we switch it, we have to end it again. And that don't make no sense. Because that it will be the second time I do it. That'll be the second time I go do it. So that don't really make no sense right now. I'm trying trying something else. To see if yeah, man, I try something else to see if it's working, people. But we have to just move on. Just remember you can call into the show. And we still have our discussion. So, people, I have some takeaways. I just mind I get trouble. I don't know how I'm teeth then. Let me tell you, so then hack my system, man. My system is hacked. My system is hacked. I can go on the regular live, but the problem is that I would have to end this live again, and I don't want to do it twice. Yeah. So that's the situation. Show still have to go on, but people, we're going to be doing the preview for this game, and we're also going to be talking about the takeaways from the press conference. Takeaway from the press conference. We're going to talk about that. Takeaways from the press conference. Some serious things made at the press conference. And I have come to a conclusion where Paul Hall is concerned. So people, take on the notes. Paul Hall 2.0. Paul Hall is 2.0. Yeah. 2.0. All right, so I'm gonna match up this real quick. Since it I give problem, we don't intend to stay on long enough. We're gonna match it up real quick. All right. I'm trying to enter. Still not coming up. Add to stream. All right, you see the thing about it, Fresh. Yes, military at 2.0, man. That's what I'm gathering, But you know what? I'm seeing the screen, the icons on the screen, but it's just not showing. I'm wondering if I touch a setting or something of the sort that would cause this. Because when I run the mouse over the screen itself where the football is, I know that there are two persons on the screen. It's just that the video is not showing. Oh, it's a top 2.0. Or probably get it wrong yesterday too. Probably I got it wrong. But I see the lines, The thing does not coming up. Probably soon, Fido. Let me clean up the camera and see if I... No, it's not the camera. All right, so this is what I gather from the press conference. And all right, I'm always taking notes, So I'm gonna present some stuff, and then you tell me. You tell me what your thoughts are. Yeah? I said 2.0, but I never say if he's 2.0 of the previous coach. So I don't want nobody run with the narrative and say coach they say. I just said 2.0 and leave it at that. I'm gonna read some stuff, then you conclude. Yeah, man, they hack my system, people. But them can't stop the voice from going out, You see? If them take away your eyes and leave your mouth, you're gonna be having a voice. So that is what is happening. I still have a voice. All right. So Paul Hall indicated that the squad is younger and fresher. Yeah, me say, no, me ask if a top a 2.0 that when you said that in a doing. And me say me never know. Probably me get it wrong. Nobody can frame me, brother. Can't be framed, man. And also framing go. Yeah? You notice me now no picture out for your frame doing, so you can't frame me. Come back, and that's why I stream now no picture, But this is a podcast setting it I give it tonight, So he said he wanted a young. A matter of fact, let me start off with this. No, let me not start off. When we reach it, so we chime in with that. I believe Paul Hall, his heart is at the right place. And why I say that is because Paul Hall seems to want to have a balanced squad. A mixture. You understand? And that is a good look. Hence the reason he had some players from overseas and then he had a local team in training that he could select from. Yeah? So you have to give him credit for that. No doubt about that. No two ways about that. You have to give Paul Hall credit for that. So he said he wanted a younger and fresher team. And it's all about succession planning. They are the future. The young players are the future. These are the players that Paul Hall wants to bring out. Paul Hall has been at the Premier League games, according to him. And that's one of the reasons why he was watching all the games over the weekend, because he wanted to see some diamonds in the rough. He wanted to see some of these players who purses might sign off on or write off. Yeah. So Paul Hall said no wins at home. This in the building. Raymond, what go on, Raymond? Big up yourself, bro. A long time we don't see you, This is Raymond, people from Washington. Super chat in the building. See that? What the super chat come up on the screen, man. That is a good look. Big up to Raymond on that big money super chat. All right, so no wins at home. He was asked about how important is it to win at home. That's one of the questions he was asked, and he said, every game we play to win. And when he said that, he tried to, hurriedly made mention of winning is not the number one priority, because he already know that he put that narrative out there that winning is not the main priority at the moment. It's development. All right. So each time he answered that question about win, he tries to buffer it with saying that, knowing that he had already put that out in the print media. So he said finish off these games on a positive note. That's one of the purpose, to finish off these games on a positive note. In other words, he's saying that these games are to be used as a platform to form a succession planning. So this is where he wants to bred players, bring new players in, so that he'd be able to see them, so that he can look forward. So Paul Hall is basically people looking at the way forward. He's not just, as he said in the previous stream that we did on the TripleTreat, it's not all only about winning. It's not about winning. It's about development for him. You know what I mean? J-Ross, big up yourself. People them up the system. I can't show my face, but that can't stop it because our voice going out. So, Paul Hall is into succession planning, and he intends to continue this trend because he wants to build a unit going forward. Yeah? All right. The reporter said that final opportunity to prove himself as the coach. The job, he's saying the job is much bigger than results and the 3 games. So he's looking beyond these 3 games. He's setting things up for long term. So if he doesn't get the job, he would have set a foundation for anybody who's coming in to actually work with. Is this really a foundation, people, that he's setting? Or All right, Raymond, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Is this really a foundation that he's setting? What is the foundation he's setting? Going into the Premier League, the local Premier League, getting young players, mixing it with overseas players. Is this really a legacy or a foundation? Wasn't this done before? You understand what I'm saying? This cannot be a foundation, because this would have been done before. So that is what I disagree with. Now, Paul Hall speaks more than he's an interim coach, which is a positive thing, because he seems to be, in terms of having this sort of forward thinking. So he's thinking beyond the 3 games. So he's a positive thinker. So you have to understand. So the person asked him, you're speaking like you already get the job. You're looking way past these 3 games. Have there been discussion with the JFF to say that you're confirmed in the job? Remember, he wrote, according to what we heard, it has been reported that he wrote a philosophy document. Yeah. So Paul Hall is looking forward. Yeah. But he said that the talks are ongoing, and after the 3 games, then they will have their final talks to decide on where his future lies. He's basically looking for more talent. He was asked, have you ever considered a program for the youngsters through QPR? Because he said that he like Alex Marshall and others. But have you considered, having this connection with QPR. He said that he has spoken to them about bringing players over for experience and stuff like that. So this could be a win-win situation, having Paul Hall. If it is not just talk, then these things that are spoken of are basically good ideas going forward. You know what I mean? So I definitely like this. Persons ask about Mariappa. You know, people are saying that how comes he called back Mariappa, and Mariappa is old, and you know. So that could be, well, that was an issue to some persons, but he said that Mariappa is in because of leadership and certain qualities that he has. You know what I mean? Yes, he has certain qualities that he has, and he basically want Mariappa to put a foot in. He's very important to the defensive unit. He wants him to help a Richard King. Those young players around, they could pull from a Mariappa so that you know, they can learn some of these qualities. He also said Mariappa is committed to this program. Anywhere you call Mariappa is ready. You know, even though he said Mariappa is a good old man. Man called Mariappa good old man. I know it's not a this thing, but you know, if people look into things deeply, they're gonna say, so why I'm called an old man? You understand? But there's nothing really into that to read. All right. Now, what are your expectations of the fans? Big up to Cataract. All right. Let me continue to update the people. I am having some technical difficulties where the video is concerned. I am seeing myself, but apparently it's not showing where you are. So I do apologize for the non-video that is taking place, but do enjoy the voice. Do enjoy the content. Thank you. Now, he wants us to see a group that are together and wanting to win the game. Good performance, and do a good performance for the fans. Every time he said about win the game, he interjects and ensure that he covers that with, it's still not all about winning. You understand? Where's the Jairus? There are 3 months between now and the start of the CONCACAF Nations League. The FIFA calendar is not on our side. So is this a squad for the Nations League? It could be, you know, Eagle Republic. It could be. It very well could be. All right. So he said that he wants the fans to see a unit playing together. He wants to see the team playing, putting in a good shift, a good performance. They might not win, but his aim going into every game is to actually win. But if they don't get that result and the team plays well, then certainly, he would be pleased. He was asked about Anthony Grant. You know, Qatar have the gaffer there and asked about Anthony Grant. You know? So he asked about Anthony Grant, and he gave reasons why he wasn't called. He said he spoke to Anthony Grant. He has not closed the door on Anthony Grant, but at this moment he prefers to utilize the younger players. You understand? He said that, and listen to this, people. Paul Hall, I don't know if you want to listen to the thing keenly, but I listen very keenly. He said that we can't look to players from UK and other parts of the world alone. When other people say it, I hear Manning's man say it on him show today. You know. When other people say it, fire burn. Whitmore was not into the overseas players, according to what we have heard. And some of the time we have seen. And Whitmore got a lot of flogging. Whitmore got a lot of flogging. You understand? But yet, Paul all said it, and it is business as usual. Anthony Grant is a good mentor to Eagle Republic. Big up yourself, Jason. I'm not sure if I go into the match, you know. I'm not sure at all. So the man said we can't. He's saying that talent is in Jamaica. That's what we have been saying. But he's saying that we can't continue to look outside UK and other parts of the world. Whether it be Spain, Switzerland, you know what I mean? In Europe, basically. He was asked about Antonio. And Antonio opted to pull out. And he emphasized that the reasons he got, they were very, 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 very disappointing. You understand? So one asked them, hey, people want to know, soak up these things, you know. I want to tell me, what are your thoughts? And you see, well, I'm not ready to touch that yet, you know. I'm not ready to touch that yet. Big up Jason, the erudite. Big up Eagle Republic, the erudite. Rob Smith is saying, thank Anthony Grant for his service. His time is up. But Paul all said that he has not closed the door. So people, Antonio apparently turned down the call. What wanna say? Fire for blaze. Wanna say? Talk up the man with the baller car. You look at me, I've got to call baller car, you know, people. I'm going to have to call baller car. Mikel Antonio turned down the call up. And according to Paul Hall, according to Paul Hall, Mad Villain, big up yourself, welcome. George Dixon says, stick to the local base. Simons did it. Always a base of 8 local. And that's what I'm saying, you know. Paul Hall is in the right place. But what I'm seeing happening now, George Dixon. What I see happening, you know. And I want people to listen carefully, you know. Okay, J. Russell will wait on the other side to make his decision. But J. Russ, the Balakar, I go tell you, you know, I can't tell you this, you know. Balakar, I go tell you, sir. All right, fresh God. Because Balakar, I go tell you, sir, you know. Balakar, I go tell you, sir, when Bowser did pull out for whatever reason, nobody never wait to hear from Bowser reason, you know. You see me, I say, J. Russ? The belt does pull out. The cat and nine does start move. You see me, I say? And see Fabian, I say now, Antonio team fighting for Champions League and his Conference League knockout round. He won't risk coming here. Well, as Paul Hall said, the reasons were disappointing. You know what me feel, say people, and this is what I conclude. I believe Paul Hall feels betrayed by the English Jamaicans. Those 4 players that pulled out, Paul Hall says some of the reasons that he got, they were very disappointing. And Paul Hall is saying that, hey, if you no read the man demeanor, you no see him or him want answer the question, Paul Hall was upset. 2.0. Paul Hall was upset because the gentlemen them never come. He felt betrayed. Paul Hall, in my opinion, felt betrayed. He felt betrayed by the English Jamaicans. Paul Hall at the 2.0, man. Paul Hall at the 2.0. When I say 2.0, people are twisted, you know. I'm soon going to my meaning, man. So, Fabian, check it out. Raheem Sterling is in Jamaica. Raheem Sterling will fly back to England to meet up with his English teammates. So why Raheem Sterling come to Jamaica, come do this, and England have games to play, plus Man City. Yeah? Big baller. Why I'm come at Jamaica come do this little thing? I'm just saying, I'm just asking. What people, I believe Paul Hall felt based on how Paul Hall look, or him respond to the question. Because you have to learn how to read body language as well, you know. In my opinion, I believe Paul Hall felt betrayed by the British Jamaicans, who he said that the reasons for them not coming is disappointed. And he went on to talk about commitment. And he spoke about commitment. And I don't want to hear about those who are not here. Let us talk about who's here. No, that not seem like a man that is pleased. And this is my understanding. Nobody not tell me. I look and I observe and I draw a conclusion. Yep. So Neo Sovereign, big up yourself. Big up coach, big up, all right. Neo, big up everybody. Michael Antonio didn't turn down a call up. When did Paul all say it? Jason gonna listen back to the interview. Go listen back to the press conference. If I hear something different, you have to go forgive me. But that me hear. That's what I heard. That's what I heard, man. Well, I'm gonna listen about Jason gonna. No, go listen. Don't take my word for it, people. Go listen. Thank you, Fresh. So, Jamal Lowe, Ethan Pinnock, Kevin Stewart, Kemar Roof, Michael Antonio. And it's always good to hear both sides, or 3 sides, or the 4 sides of the stories. Yeah? And my reason might not be valid to Paul Hall, but they're valid to me. So he said that the reasons were disappointing. And disappointing there could be more than just what the word is saying. It could be I'm upset. It could be these players aren't committed to the program. Because why did he go on to start talk about commitment? Like he went on a rant. You understand? So, when Boza said that many persons did not wait for an explanation, people just take up the whip and whip Boza. Yeah, we have to be fearing of people. We have to be fair. We can't be flip-flop. You understand? We cannot be flip-flop. Let me see a $50 drop on the board there. How that? Big up yourself until you reach it. Ian Campbell. Yeah, call up. All right, baller car in the building. Baller car. Hold on, Richie. Hold on. Ian Campbell is saying you're live. If a player is not interested in playing for the national team, he should be discarded. However, bear in mind that the JFF rubbish the English-based players. I know that. But we did hear from Boza, didn't we? Didn't this same thing reach Antonio even before even thought it was the JFF fault? Hey. CM treatment for everyone. Flame burning for days. Antonio shouldn't get a free pass, by the way. He should do the same thing to get back into the team as Shamar. They are in the same boat. All right. People was willing to believe the West article that he wasn't called, but want to hear from Antonio now that the coach have spoken. Not defending Antonio or any baller that turned down Jamaica, but Antonio was never in any list I saw. So did Antonio, in fact, turn down a call. The other three were listed, so I can understand them. Based on what Paul was saying, because he was asked a question by the reporter, he noticed Antonio wasn't in the first list. Was he called up or whatever, or did he turn down? And the man say yes. That's what Paul said, yes. But Jason, well, I may have something to tell you, Anyways. So roll out the cat tonight.
What's now, coach?
All right, hold on, Balaka. We soon get ya. Remember WhatsApp, man. Your credit now, you know.
Oh.
Only 3 players pulled out. All right, see Fabian, I thought that Paul lose off of the English-based players who didn't come.
Right.
He's really disappointed in them, and I don't think he will call them. He's starting to look elsewhere. Reg Code 2.0. Cathar didn't name Antonio in his question. How is Antonio name in the list of turn down? All right, that's why I say listen it again. Look like him stick up and fight for these players and them let him. Yeah, that's what I say. But more to look again. Coach is not only a coach and YouTube presenter, but a body language specialist as well. So get that Jason said Paul was disappointed. He said Fabian gonna say the same thing, Same thing, he must say, All Paul have to do, I don't call them back if he so please. Then watch what will happen to him. Then read his job. I hope Paul don't carry belly still. I want to see Antonio back in the squad. People, hey, when you go listen to the interview, man, that question was asked in the press conference about Antonio when never the panel listener. I tell you, Antonio did turn down the call up. Turn down. But cool, this don't sound different from what Andy Blake was saying. We've never turned down no call up. Well, listen, people. Listen carefully, Paul said some of the reasons he got are disappointed. He's not saying everybody, you know. And then him start mention the commitment. He did say that. He's not saying everybody. He says some. Go ahead, Balakar. May I talk too much? Go on. Your time.
Yeah, man. You see, from day one, when I talk about this thing, people, then when I comment, no, everybody, you know.
Well, on the Balakar. Jason, Cataract wasn't the one who asked the question. Cataract mentioned those persons, and then another person asked about Antonio. Hence the reason, apparently, his name, Antonio name, coming in the print media because of that question that was asked. Go ahead, Balakar.
Coach, as far as how we see it, I turn and turn on you call him, you see me? Because remember, say, you know, allegedly, the game where Antonio they play where we face an injury, like they get the call before that, and you know do it, so they not put him in at the 16. You see me? And me just said to myself, say from when I won Jamaica, me let go certain things. But if you go cuss Andre Blake, you can cuss the next keeper when you come from England if they do the same foolishness. So if you go burn out Bowser, you need to burn out the rest of ball of them too. They don't ask no question about Bowser. From the first day they say Bowser turn on your call, then cut them beat the ball right through.
Critical point of the campaign and all of that.
Then forget beat the same way. Because remember say Mikel Antonio say he don't want to come back, you know, because he want to get some more goals for Jamaica and love Jamaica. Just like what Andre Blake said, if they see say they're not going nowhere, they more pull out. And you see that he come right back to part now. When man them never come and try to finish the rest of game them strong way the rankings can either go lower or no move from which party they understand me? So something now talk right. You know so I'm poor. We get to find out so I'm powerful brother in a JFF and him go on like in pull no strings and they sit there, you know.
Who that? Are you not calling him?
No, call no name, man, but me, in my part, I reason why Karim Paris can't play in the national team.
As you talk about that,
Again.
As you talk about that, let me read a super chat and get back to that Paris situation there. Kyle Wallace, big up yourself on that super chat, $50. Paul Hall is the man. He isn't hiding from controversy. He addressed all topics, development, foreign versus local, the JFF doing the same thing and expecting different result. Madness, equal madness. He sounds like a serious man. No chat. All right. Big up yourself on that one, Kyle. So Balakar, let me read this before you talk about the Maggie thing on Paris. Paul Hall was asked to give an update on Maggie and Paris. Those players I don't know Paris, but I know Maggie. Well, he said those players. Well, I don't know Paris, but I know Maggie. But they are very much in our thoughts. They can't get in due to name. So him said they can't get into the team because of their name. They have to be successful and playing for their clubs. What is Kaim Paris doing right now?
Coach, that no one know.
What is Kaim Paris doing right now? And he said that if you choose club over country, your commitment is in question, according to what he said, you know. So that's why I say the man them, the UK man, them thinking them disappoint Paul Hall. But back to the Kaim Paris thing. I said no, what Kaim a do? Kaim now play well in IM League.
Coach.
Kaim in a double figure
every
goal,
match,
you know.
You see, every match the youth play, me watch. You see, 80% of the time when you roll around them done, the youth in a team I week. What more the youth do have to do? I mean, Paul all the talk about start a club. That the man that he would have, him I only winger Jamaica have where they start day in and day out overseas in a Europe. When them a take off this a youth off I feel, probably 2 minutes left in a game. And I tell you that coach, somebody in a JFF they fight this youth because some money no make off of the youth. Remember that.
I don't know about the part of it then, but what I'm saying is that the baller a play ball and him forget call. Paul cannot be saying them have to be doing well at their club and playing for their clubs. Well, obviously no know Maggie. Obviously no know Paris. But me no believe saying no know Paris still enough. Don't get me wrong enough. Me no believe saying no know him.
He know him coach. Something that go wrong. You hear what they say? If the ball and if you really understand, if the ball and play, in can who that go for? That go for Maggie, you know.
I probably think of Maggie.
Yeah, and from such man start represent Tariq Maggie, you notice say the youth start get one different kind of fight. Because when this man and then they deal with him, they manage him. All when in a training, they still call him. Allow me to tell. So one such man start manage Maggie, you know, trouble did it. And it's sure too. You have one next youth we play for they play in Europe and Malta. Some Kemar Reed. I watch couple and game them too. As a winger. The youth them play good on the score. Why youth them go have to do to get a look in? If he's a guy in Paris can play in a championship, and if he's a Kemar Reed, he can play in a championship. So I don't know what them all start about. Even when them a try to say Boza have to go at then he said the highest level at now for Boza have to go a championship. And me asking me from a madman. You can play a Premier League, but I tell you, Paris can play in anyone in the league them right now. Just as Kemar Reed. Then does the fight, then does something that go wrong. You see me? This JFF thing, they need to clean out everything up by top man. All of them to get clean out, a corruption man. So, alright. When the next under 20 camp for call up, coach?
Huh? When what?
The next under 20 camp for call up.
I don't know.
Alright, so you know say by time the camp to call up, the national coach would have gone over, right?
But I know him irresponsible. I know irresponsible for under 20, you know.
No, listen what me I say now.
If Paul look for the under 20 them, well I know. If Paul look for the under 20, I must take a play and put in a senior team like when do this.
That me don't get to.
So
why?
So if him not there, he can't stop a player from get picked because there's a coach there.
No, you're not hearing me I say. You see, just like I come and say, here so. And the next youth, Jimenez in under 20, and they look impressive. So, enjoy them in a big team. So, for instance, a Whisper did it, and he say Whisper look good. So, it's all right, more draw Whisper too. You understand me? I get to.
You see now, more and touch a point that you know about car because people are saying me a fight against this and me a fight against that. Oh, me come on this. Oh, me coming at the fighting against people thing now.
No, man,
I don't know why. I don't know why the list of players were sent and the players them never get called up go to the camp in this first window. I don't know. But me just report what
nobody don't know that coach.
Nobody don't know. Everybody knows that JFF and Craig Butler have their differences. I don't care about their differences. I don't want to be a part of their differences.
But now how long you them?
So me no want no man. Me no want them man they on land before me, you know. Apparently this is a long time thing with Kasaf and JFF and Craig Butler, you know. Me no want to get involved. So me no want the people right now in my comment section say me I fight against Craig Butler. I don't have nothing against Craig Butler. Craig Butler is a well-established human being, you know. Why made I fight against him? Tell me, what would I gain Balakar if I fight against Craig Butler? Me can't stop a man where we have a Leon Bailey out there already. We have a whisper in the making.
Coach, remember saying, you always say, you can't talk about the ball of them, so, and you can't talk about, you remember say you always try to, you know.
Exactly. So why me I come and I say them things, man? The people don't understand the thing, man. Me
probably it's money just a company show, man.
Probably. Let me not say nothing.
And Craig Butler company show 2 times already.
My show one of the first show Craig Butler company.
So they won't understand, man.
First show Craig Butler company. And the last time I bring him on was to talk about the situation with Leon Bailey. Because we hear say Leon Bailey are gonna leave. And I needed clarity. I see the article, I read the article, it never sound too right to me. So I reach out to Craig Butler, I bring him on the show. He obliged. And we have a good conversation. And him same one touch upon the under 20. And I said, no problem.
Yeah.
And we talk about the under 20. That was the conversation me and Craig had a Succombs in Company program, you know.
Well, me feel a full time for them if a 2-player from the Phoenix Academy can play, give the youth them a chance.
I believe that 100%.
Give the youth them a chance.
If a 5 of them, give them a chance. If a 10 of them, give them a chance. If a 1, give him a chance. When them coming at the team, Balakar, and them got trial or them got camp and them not make it, you have all right to point to the door. But you can't bar them. I don't believe in barring it. That's why me I've said from day one, you know. Anyway, ball of them in our world, nobody not supposed to bar them. Once they show interest, they play for Jamaica. That shows that they want to play for Jamaica.
And coach, guess where wicked this thing? You see, they say probably 11 player go there. And 1 player go make a team in a whisper, you know.
I hope not.
Me I tell you, you know, coach. Or probably keeper. A 16-year-old you can keep good and you have a good centre back. But to me, my understanding what go on, I'm very fixed sense of nonsense. Me just feel say a whisper alone. Because guess what? Remember say whole Jamaica they say whisper, you know. Just like how Jamaica get, just like how the whole of Jamaica peer pressure them because Bygrave in a national team. Remember, say Bygrave never did no one here in national team, you know. Not in a training camp, you know. And we the people come, you know, from the show them and start cuss say, oh, leading goal scorer not in it. You see me? And then them peer Cephas is there in the national team. When Cephas show they go over the number 10 fan cup.
Yeah.
Are busy at Kings. So. The next thing should never make you from Mount Pleasant, what they call them Alway and Harvey, or this youth from Tivoli. I think a number 15 in play. I think he play 6 too. Can play good. You see, my youth never play midfield for me. Speedy Williams. The youth from Mount Pleasant, Harvey. Similar. But only thing Harvey have more direct pass like 50 striker them can finish. You understand? So I think need to change of coach. You come down, go get serious up there, so I get to find out one powerful brother up there. Come down, make. And as long as that the person up there, I don't think time Paris will come. You hear the coach in his thoughts. That means you know have the man them in your plan. You see me? What then do with Blair Turgot now? Just
Like in Park.
cap youth and just dash where youth. So
But remember he was playing on the
think
on the top. I really pick him, you know.
coach. When me they talk from day one, the people them used to back to me and say, Ball car, you don't know who you are talking. See everything they walk come right to you do. You know. You see
Yeah,
me? Me just
hold on. Ian
from
Campbell.
you, me I watch football.
Ian Campbell. Come on, Ian Campbell. We know say a lot of players turn down. See the England team, you them there. I saw come Tyreek Mitchell and Kyle Walker-Peters getting 19. We know say ballers turn down. But what I'm saying, this is Jamaica we're talking about. We're not talking about another team. Jamaica, we have to talk about the coach say he's disappointed with the reasons they gave. Obviously, in bat for them as somebody did say. And when the man bat to them and bring up the score, the man then come make egg. So I'm vexed. That me I talk about.
A real talk, man. We can't bring England into this. We can't bring no European country into this.
We know football. We know football. So I don't like say we are guessing.
I bet you say if England did have one playoff game, Raheem Sterling did in a squad right now. But if ball of them now go turn it down, it's because them qualify already. You see me I say coach and I want little friendly go play, they know how to play. You see me? They used to say Bill in a coming. And if you injury, you can't.
And the thing about it, you know, baller car.
Come.
You know that the team not pick yet. The under 20 team not pick, you know. The under 20 team not pick
20 team not near if pick yet.
If a team are gonna pick right now without
2 more weeks of camp.
Yeah, if a team are gonna pick right now, Whisper him probably Whisper don't even have a Ghana camp. He might make the team. But probably the other players.
All right, coach. Yeah, the biggest thing is Whisper should never go on no trials. You understand? Me, he say the 18 man when they did their camp, the first camp, them they are the original squad, and then go try 15, probably 5 or 6 more players with them. They better any money. Right now, me just feel so because you go have the youth from Dinfield because he is a good baller, you know. Gary Mills, you know. Notice if the baller them will go first. Notice if for now you can see boy, you know, say 18 this and then go just try 15 some other baller. You even calling Jimenez and the youth, Christopher Pierce. So the man them need to go on no trials. A camping man them to go. You understand me as a coach? I like if the man them come to Trulani or then go to Westmoreland or then go up a town side and then see 2 little youth from the football field up here. And them the kind of youth they got trials. Oh man for the play and then come and they got trials but try out for under 20. You mad man? If you play good enough in the Premier League, you can play the under 20. If you're not good enough, you can't make the under 20 team. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. So
I saw you going on, coach.
Hold on, Ian. You say Paris now answer him phone. Because me say Ian put up say Paris need to answer him phone.
So Ian a pick a team now. Coach, you know, so rate to you. Something I got. So as what me say, with the brother day night now, I trouble for Paris play for Jamaica. coach a long time in politics I go on Jamaica football, you know. Remember one time at Jamaican public of the ball for tough if you go in a national team, you know.
Yeah, I remember that.
And remember 2 years, 3 years straight when Mobile United come up, Mobile United ball at them a kick. I people them after the cry say, oh we man them can't go in a team and then you see them start putting them, you know. Me I tell that, you know. So but Paris ball out we were coming like in vain. The youth at 22 and if they build for the future, that the man if he in a team. The man does if you don't watch the game and watch the ball, the youth play just like Mahrez, me I tell you coach. If we stop fight the youth them man, you see me? If we stop fight the youth them. This youth from Harborview, when the right back youth them, I can't remember his name, I play good at right back man. They call him in a national training camp, you know. And you know say him not get no. Although Jimenez are right back, so I can see with that. And they say Jimenez young, so you see me, I can see with that. Yeah, so you know see Alvas Powell they play wing for him team.
Alvas Powell, yeah man. Because them have three
Watch
back and them put them play high, so them play wing. But
I mean, commentator them say boy, you know, different. But me feel say coach, to me feel say in doing time now. You understand? Pertaining to me feel say in doing time now pertaining to the national team and which part of the team the area now.
Who
You understand what I say? Alvas Powell. He's a kind of rough female now. Do for the player them we have when you come up to the ranks. You understand? The kind of rough female now. But remember say my man saying he go resign if we don't make it World Cup squad, you know. That Taxi Lawrence, you know. I'm saying go resign if Jamaica don't make it World Cup, you know.
But me put out a story say Taxi now go the back at Toronto FC.
Yeah, ain't got a Minnesota in there.
Alright.
Get him, see them post him up.
Alright.
That I club with Fisher there.
Alright. Me say that long before. For I think when they not play the match, I do that video there. You understand?
Yeah, man. Remember when you there say in go there at Toronto. Remember you did talk that way early before I think the MLS talk.
Let me tell you no baller car. My phone ring to you know.
True,
my
man.
phone ring to you
Remember
know.
see I did I say them a clean out, you know, and they try with the youngster them.
And me get it
As I'm
directly from somebody inside Canada. And we not talk Devon, and we not talk Ryan. And we not talk our bridge in the name Noranda. We not talk none of them three people there. I got it from a journalist.
From a journalist to a journalist.
Okay, I mean not call the name. It's every information me get, me verify it before me put out it, you know.
Yeah, man.
I mean, just run and put out information, so that we know, so we can.
Boy, but me just
go on, no?
Me just feel say youth them to get them fair chance. So you can't fight the youth them when they're young. The youth them we have things in their heart when they get old and don't even want to represent the country again. You see me? Even the youth from Arsenal, what they say, having in papers. What they say, what is name?
Kido, yeah.
Even the youth, if youth have in papers, You know, try get to youth. See you young, you go wait till the youth gets 22 and he start kick for your Arsenal. He now go complain because England don't want to wrap him up quick and fast.
Yeah.
Cause even the same youth them what they said, the Ramsey them from Aston Villa. That the man they can't come to Jamaica, you know, cause that the man they not that the man they happy in England World Cup squad, you know.
Oh, kiddo.
No man, Ramsey.
Oh, Jacob Ramsey.
You Ramsey them. Remember so they can they have Jamaican descent. Them that the youth they gone to England, man. Yeah, Steven Gerrard they talk about that the youth they have to play for England in the World Cup, man. That the youth they Declan Rice and the youth where they play for Dortmund and then 3 man they go run England midfield for a good while. And it's the last World Cup this. So enough time people they talk and think then if you understand the game and them thing them man. They need to go out and do them thing. Paul need to do. You know take him nothing to go pan one stream and watch a youth match when the youth have match.
Oh, Paris?
Yeah. You know take him nothing.
He must know, not take him nothing. But again, Brain Drain did say, this is as a result of him not being able to be fully committed to Jamaica because of his QPR job.
Simple as that too. I wanna like JFF go get one madman to come coach the team and they sitting there. And them go pick a side and then sitting there. As much as they say Marcel Gill in charge under 20. You know no Marcel Gill alone they pick the squad they feel play a qualified coach.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? Some bigger heads don't come there and say, yo, the player they have to come in. And the player they have to come and them thing there, you see me? So rough. Some youth from me noticed some youth from Portmore, they're under 20 camp the other day. And the man not only they get 5 minutes in a Premier League coach. They can't make the Premier League starting level. So why the hell you go under 20? We go do.
So who you want them get on baller car? You want them go overseas? Because you're not an overseas man, you know.
See, if you ball at them good enough, me feel say them go for go get them. So me no hear say Tyrone Marshall's son want come and they no want take him.
Let me tell you,
Andy Williams' son.
Let me tell you what I like with Paul Hall, as I said earlier in the stream, the man have have balance. And you see Paul Hall say it, nobody now emphasize it. The man say, we can't go England and them places and Spain go look for ball every time. The man said there are some players in the country in believe can play in a national team.
Yeah.
And
yes,
nobody
just like
said
when you have 16 players, you have 16, so you know 15 the rest.
And that's why
that look better.
And that's why people support that's why people who support Theodore Whitmore are going to come burn out the YouTube people then, because it seems as if there's probably a free pass for Paul Hall. Based on how it went with Whitmore.
Yeah.
Sound like it's a free pass.
Yeah.
I see him thing themselves.
But coach, he ball at them name when me the car. Remember say man them represent Jamaica, you know, man. So if their son can if their son in the academy or they not then come my trial. Simple as that. Baby God have one son body, you know. Why he didn't get called under 16?
We don't know that.
Are we under 15?
We have no under 15 tournament. You can't just get called so fair and nothing and play.
When they have under 15 tournament the other day.
Where
the Jamaica youth them big in the Caribbean and lose out, man.
No.
Yeah, man, we did have under 15 team the other day or under 16 when they go on a tournament and then they crush out tight and then the girls them did go. after, you see me?
Mm-hmm.
I think couple youth, one youth from I think one youth from Craig Butler camp did in a team, you see me? Me used to watch the match for sports
Hold
match
on,
for my phone.
Balakar. Jason Guna still in the building. Jason Guna, forward and center. You want me to give this the timestamp for the information where them asked about Mikel Antonio? It is right here. Ready, Jason Guna. So if you're there in the stream, make we hear what go on so we can play it for you. Go on, Balakar.
Yeah, man, and just that, they just need to just change up the thing and give you them a fair chance. Because if the man them have their son and the man them son can play, the man them son deserve to get a look in. Not say them become make the team, but at least try out. You see me? And then again, everybody can come. So we have to just know, say, the team balance in a way where, you know, we have yard baller and we have baller in a overseas and them thing. You see, coach.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, let me tell you the person who asked the question. Let me tell you the person that asked the question. Daniel Wheeler. And if I him write the article in the Gleaner, that's where he would have gotten the information from Jason Guna. Minute 24. You can start at 24. Cataract asks him questions then another El Salvador journalist asks a question. And then Daniel Wheeler Earl said last question. You understand? And they asked him about the situation. And the man said, is it that he wasn't considered or he opted not to come? Paul answered bluntly and said, yes. Daniel Wheeler followed up and said, if there are reason, any particular reason, and you can listen it after that and hear if there's any reason. And Paul said he was disappointed for the reason and all of these things. So, Antonio, turn it down, people.
Simple as that.
So you hear Jairus? Antonio turned down the call. So it seems as if he wasn't a part of the first team, but he was contacted. And him turned it down. So
Like
he couldn't be in the list. So he couldn't be in the 16. Because him turned it down. You understand? And there are plenty of reasons why he could have turned it down. Could be valid reasons to him and invalid to Paul. So we have to take that part of it into consideration as well. Right? So, when you don't tell me so you never hear it, and me hear it. Me listen. You probably never listen that part there. Or when you listen but you never hear, get distracted. So when I listen to these things.
They don't want to listen.
No, well on the Balakar, me have to say it, you know. When I listen to these things, I get my notebook and my pen, or I use my phone and write notes. So I want to know the question that is asked and then the answer that is given. I saw me listen to them things. You understand? So I saw it go. And we don't fight, we just try to put in what we heard. So probably a lot of people listen to the press conference and that miss them, you know. And me bring it and that I go on. Ian is saying, when Boza asked to be excused from the team, I supported him as a player needs to secure his bread before national commitment, full stop. Paul Hall said, if you put club before country, you're not committed. He has to question your commitment. That's what Paul Hall said. Big up yourself, Owen. That's what Paul Hall said. So, Ian and Paul Hall share a different opinion on that one. Fresh God is saying, we all know that the clubs pressure the UK-based player, especially when it comes to on to represent Jamaica, and we all know this from the jump. Yeah, we know that, but sometimes so sometimes Fresh God, they make the decision. Them and then team sit down and talk without the club. So them sit down with them agent and them handlers and them decide if them forgot if is it worth it to go. So it's not always the club. The clubs can pressure them or say things to pressure them for them to say, all right, me nah bother go. But these are professional players. And remember, you can't stop them. So they will make a decision based on the discussion that they'll have with their team. And that's what I believe. So sometimes them turn it down too.
Why you rough, coach?
But Rob Smith, some of my people then think that I pick side. All right, Ian, money over national commitment, full stop. Why? Me think me agree with the on that, you know. So me have a pick side on one the Rob Smith. What you mean? Man have to feed him family. So if you get a big contract with that club, you have to secure that. The national pride is important. But at the end of the day, when you stop playing football, who you going to turn to? You see, we as YouTubers, man, then can't turn to we, you know. And the fans, them worse. First thing I'm going to say, then what you do with the money, boss? What you do with the money? So the ball of them, I believe they should secure their bread. No two ways about that for me. You understand? I want them to secure them bread, man. No two ways about that. So, all energy should be focused on getting the JPL to a better place. That is true. And that's why I'm kind of ask the question, you know, in terms of development versus rebuilding. I think the team is slightly in a rebuilding state rather than development. Development starts from a young age. You put in systems and policies to ensure development. Like they said that you have to have at least 5 young players in the team. I'm just saying that that's not the policy out there. And at least 2 of them have to be playing on the team that would go for the clubs, the Premier League clubs. So these things would have been in terms of development. And you go down to the youth age, your grassroots program. I think they're training coaches right now, which is very good to aid in development. So nobody will go as a coach who used to play the game and a coach vicariously, or because you're a PE teacher, you start to coach vicariously. You teach students them the wrong thing. And it's all about winning rather than developing the players. Even the Premier League, Premier League competitions, you know, the coach them all about winning too, you know. You feel good when you win still, you know. I have won titles at that age group. And you feel good. I remember putting together some youths in a baller car. I tell you, you know, them play a type of football. Have the other coach them looking. I say, when me get them youth here? Decent football. Possession football. But sometimes you now get all of them players there again, you know. Probably that was just a cycle of players, you know. But guess what? Me ensure me harness them talent. So I then go and go play do well in a Manning Cup. So what they make Jamaica under 15 and under 17 team. What you mean not talk about them things what me do, you know?
You need to brag.
People think say me a track coach alone. That people see me as a track coach alone. So me just let them go and talk. You understand?
Remember certain time you do physical education at school or every sport you coach, you know. Even netball same way, you know. Badminton, cricket, anything.
You know, one of them there, I just reload some papers on one I stream them. Yeah, supreme, you know, but what? Wait, coach was a football coach. Yeah, man, I say was. You see me, I tell you, they don't rate the youth, but the youth are going and do him thing, you know. Yeah, man. We've been there and done that, man. We have trophies for sure now.
No for them now no trophy, I know me that for sure, man.
Yeah, man. We have trophies for sure, man. But the true, we not display certain things. You understand? People think I just track and field, my coach. No, man.
You was a player.
Me have titles of my win with football, in brother. Coach teams to win, you know. Youth teams, you know. Oh.
You used to play game back, you used to play ball back in our days, but Tapa come up 1 year and boy, one under 23 program, what Tapa do? We don't want to put on Jamaica jersey at all.
Who you?
Yeah.
Let me tell you
All my
this.
work, all my work, me lose to that, you know, man. Me walk off, me have to run out, left work, come my trials and end up lose my work, you know, man. When me at 22, you know. Lose my work for that, man.
Yeah.
Tapa saying like some of Ichulani player them, and when time Tapa got town, be a man gone up a town.
Yeah, Kyle Wallace, you have to have a balance in selecting the squad. We are not in contention for a World Cup berth. Why should any contracted player come? Those striving for contracts should be called. No, Kyle Wallace. Remember, me say he's not
Oh, what this a
striving
man
to
like
come. He's
about?
not striving, brethren. Kyle, I believe that Paul All Art is at the right place. The balance is good what he's doing. So when 4 men not come and you say striving for contract should be called, that I don't know if I understand what you say, because Paul All set a balance. 7 players would have been blooded in the team any case. The good thing about it, these players opted to decline, and you get 4 more. So that are 11 players. Remember, Paul All want to bring a balance now, because why I think he's opting to do that is to ensure that the whole what they call it again, the ranking thing, they stay in touching distance. You understand? So the balance that Paul All is bringing is very good. I like that. But he's saying that he's setting up a stage in terms of for if he's not hired, then it is left there, you know, for let me see. When did say?
Coach.
Yes.
My boy are going to university.
Succession planning, him did say. And I don't think that is succession planning, because it happens before. Yeah, Balaka, who is your boy?
My boy, they may talk, man. Gary Mills.
Ghana University?
See, he look like he can get one, yeah, man, one US.
That is good.
Ghana. Yeah, man. NCA.
That is good.
All American. Yeah, man, in Ghana, one college, man.
A D1 school him gone?
Think so. Tenth NCA conference. Yeah, man, I want college in Ghana, man. I just see it on him page.
Okay, that is good, man.
But coach, when the youth them go a college overseas, the youth them get lost in the system too, you know, because them say they not play nobody in a college league, you know.
Yeah, because when it's a balance in Jamaica, equal quota system. Well, I don't know if that is equal still, you know, but I think if we have a bill, you can have a balance, a mixture. I don't see nothing wrong there, so Ian. Ian, probably you need to call in and make we hear what you say.
Yeah, man, more jump off and in call in now.
Yeah,
Is it
man.
me, coach?
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Balakar. Ian, you need to call in now. Balakar
Yeah.
a jump off. Okay. I hear you, Kyle. I hear you. Yeah, I mean selection. The selection policy for the national team will always give headache, Ishmael. That are the thing. Because you don't know on what premise some of the players make the team. That are the thing, you know. No, I don't think about the upset, Kyle. It's just the fact that these persons look like them and get a free pass like a monopoly a play. And when the Andre Blake and Shamar never come, a problem, a pandemonium. Ian can be alive and direct. Speak!
Yeah, man, bless up, man. Bless up, bless up, bless up.
Oh, God.
First and foremost, I must wish the team all the best in the upcoming 3 games, right? Because irrespective of who is selected, we are to support the national team.
All right.
I'm sure everyone in the chat agrees with that.
All right.
Right?
But stick up in there, so. Irrespective
Tell me.
Irrespective of the players that are selected, we should support. So if you
of course, definitely.
Hold on. If you're saying balance equal quota system, that means if anybody is selected, you are supporting quota system? Come on.
No.
Ian. Well, you have to be clear on how you're speaking of.
I'm a coach, leader, coach, legally that's not binding, coach. Legally that's not binding, coach. Legally that's not binding.
I will interrogate.
Legally, that's not binding, coach. Legally, that's not binding.
Not in the court of law now. You just say something
when you're putting me, what I'm saying is this. I am saying that no matter my opinion, right? Opinion on game day, one Jamaica. You understand?
So that's a different argument.
So, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. No. What I'm saying is that, listen, I have my own opinion on what ought to happen, right? But guess what? Irrespective of who is selected on game day, the team must be supported, right?
I agree with that.
That's because, but what I'm saying is that I believe that balance in our football loosely means a system of quota. And why I say this?
Yeah, explain that to the people then.
Let me explain it. Balance means you're selecting foreign-born players and you're selecting local-born players. That's what balance means in Jamaican football, right? In my humble opinion, if the best players are the best squad is 23 players from Cavaliers or from Phoenix Academy, select them.
Okay.
Right? If those are the best players, select them. Right? You can recall some national teams, right? And I've been to the World Cup. They have several players from one particular club. Spain comes to mind with Barcelona. You understand? Several players were from one club, right? Do you know why? Those players were the best players. The Xavi, the Iniestas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but let me answer this.
Let
me answer this. Sorry to
tell me.
If so, you're saying that once it has a local and an overseas assembled team, it is equal to a quota system.
No, not saying that. If those are the best players, okay,
No, but
assuming that you
how
have.
do you arrive
Hold
to
on,
the
hold on, hold on.
balance?
Let me finish.
Or the balance?
Yeah,
arrive
you
to
have my
the-
question, let me answer it.
Yeah, man.
You have my question, let me answer it. Okay. If you have 12 local band players and 13 foreign band players, and those players happen to be the informed players, right? That we have that are performing, those players should be selected. Now, when you're gonna select a player, right, by virtue of him being just born in Jamaica, right, but not performing at a club or have no club, right? Even if the player is from overseas and you have no club, what are you doing in the national team? That's my opinion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So questioning point.
This is why I was worried for Morrison couldn't find a club because he's one of my players that I like. Yeah. So
But,
I keep on following him.
Listen this.
So, no,
here.
but talk.
If you have the best or the top performers in the local league, and top, there are more top performances over the world. Who do you pick?
You pick the better players. Oh, and stick up in. You also have to consider the league, the standard of the league that players are playing in. That's very important because listen, if you are playing in a semi-professional league, right? Coach.
King came out of this league that
Coach, question. How many Richard Kings are in the Premier League right now? Be honest. How many of them are in the Premier League? Would you say every club have a Richard King?
No.
As far as I know, as far as I know, but as far as I know, and what I've seen, there's only one Richard King in the JPL. There's also a Devante Campbell, right, in the Premier League, right? I've seen Pearson around 2 times. I think he's special, right? You see, when you see players that are special, they are just better than the rest. You can pick them up. It's obvious because they're just superior to their opponents. I'm gonna give you an example. Somebody like a Michael Owen, right? A Michael Owen is somebody that was dominating youth football in England. He was scoring day in, scoring day out, right? And he was superior. He was superior to the opposition. You understand? And Owen was class, right? And so what I'm saying is that when you have players that are ultra talented or special, like a Richard King, right, or Devante Campbell, when you see them playing, even in some far bush league, you can know. A player to recall is Ian Goodison. He was a player to recall, right? He was playing in, I think, the second tier of Jamaican football when he was selected, right? But when you see quality, you can identify quality. So what you're saying, back to your original point. So in general, the JPL wouldn't be considered a league where you would source players to put in your national team. Okay, you have to look at who you're playing against, your opponents, who you're competing against. You're competing against Canada, USA, Mexico, Panama, right? And you are going to look, where are their top players playing? Where are they playing? Who are they playing for? What level football are they playing? Right? So you're gonna select some players from the JPL You're gonna go to the USL, go and pick some players. The opponent that you're playing in, their players are played at a higher standard, week in, week out. The coach, you're a coach. You know there's a reason you have different tiers of football, right? There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
The higher up you go in class, the level changes. You have less wiggle room to make mistakes. Right? Goals become hard to score. Look at Ivan Toney. He was dominant in championship. Mm-hmm. Right? In the EPL, how much goals has he scored? Look at Clark, Johnson Clark. Mm-hmm. When he was in Division 1, he was hammering the goals. In the championship, how many goals has he scored? Right? So these things are important to look at. Standard, the level. So what I'm saying is that what we need to focus on in Jamaica is to develop our JPL, right? Have a second tier and also develop that. Have a youth program, right? And develop that as well. Mm-hmm. That's how we're going to build local football, right? Until then, we're going to have an issue picking players on a consistent basis for our national team to compete against international footballers. So the emphasis, right, needs to be on development of our football locally, right? And to develop our football locally, there has to be a system whereby players filter upwards. So the under 15s, they filter and they play the Manning Cup or schoolboy football in general, right? Then right after, you'll find a U23 league, right? They filter into those leagues, right? Then they filter into a JPL league, right? And then probably they filter and go overseas, yes? So I'm saying that's how we're going to develop our local football. And then another thing, it takes cash to care, because if you're going to play football for a living, you must get paid. Because the meager sum I hear that guys are getting is nonsense, really and truly. I know the clubs can afford it. I'm not bashing them, right? But there can be a adapter club foundation. They can go to Scandinavia or probably Eastern Europe and try to adapt their clubs adapted by overseas clubs, right? So those players can filter into either Eastern Europe or Scandinavia, right? Mm-hmm. Because that's somewhere to start playing football. So basically we get our system from the youth level right up, whereby the players have a mechanism to grow. And listen, if that happens over a 10-year period, I bet you, you'll find a national team with 23 local band players. And those 23 local band players would be our best players. Right? So, coach, until that can happen in our football, we ain't going nowhere, bros.
Yeah.
You understand? So right now, we have players in England and other parts of the world where they have ties to Jamaica through parentage or through grandparents. We should go on a national drive to naturalize every single one of them, to have a pool that is so deep, right? Mm-hmm. And then we should treat our players well. All of them, treat them well. So when you get selected in a national team, you're treated well. You want to represent Jamaica because we don't have much to offer, right? At least utilize the tourism, hospitality, and be hospitable to players. If somebody wants a passport, try to assist them. Don't tell them that, oh, you want to play for Jamaica, so go and help yourself, right? Try to provide an avenue to assist the players, right? I'm not saying that if you have 200 foreign-born players eligible. You can pick all of them. But listen, in order to go through a World Cup campaign, you need a deep pool of players to select from. Yeah? Am I wrong or right?
Yeah.
A deep pool of players. You're not going to pick every one of them. Yeah. A deep pool, because players will get injured. Some of them won't be able to journey to the Caribbean because of club commitments. Right? Look at, for instance, Shamar Nicholson. Shamar Nicholson took a decision that I respected. Right? Because he was transferred to the club, he wanted to acclimatize to Russia, which is a difficult environment, and he did that because guess what? The man have to think about his future, right? Yep. Because if Shamar came home and was stuck in Jamaica, he could not journey back to Russia, right? Yeah. So right. I'm saying. You have to, my last point, coach, you have to consider your bread, your income, your livelihood, your family, because guess what? We have children, we have wives, we have girlfriends. They're important to us more. Yes, you love your country as well, but you're going to think about your family first. Yeah? Or your health or something. Anyway, coach.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, Ian. And thanks for calling.
All right, cool.
All right,
cool.
So we have Cataract on the line. Cataract, no worry, but say you can't see yourself, you know. Look at they hack coaches their system, and we can't see. I'm seeing you, so your camera is off, but I'm seeing you in the stream. I'm seeing myself, but we can't see what they hack the system.
Coach, I just want to be clear. You're also sounding very low. I just want to be clear. But even though that I'm an oligarch. And I know that Russia has been fingered in many a hack. This is not Cataract hacking coach's desk. Now give the oligarch treatment. But here what now, coach. This is all not good on the eve of World Cup qualifying. Right? I know Baller Curl get what he want to get. Company and boss say man no committed. Meanwhile, Team Baller did there at Dubai. And I claim say he was acclimatizing to Russia. But not a problem, we're not showing a word. We will come back Shamar when him come back. But coach, and I can speak now. Got much time. I can tell you something. The fact is that the problem is the lack of transparency rearing its ugly head.
Again.
At least with Tapper, we know what the selection process was. Hacker plus any 10. Right? And if you tell me that is it, then that is it. We just have to know it's a Hacker and any 10. What we don't know now is what the selection policy is. We heard very early on the coach say, commitment. People who put Jamaica first. Is there any more committed player than Anthony Grant, who walked out of his club to go and join the bottom club in the league because he was being forced to make a choice between Jamaica and Swindon? So how commitment don't count then? Right?
Right.
We were told in the previous window that because Grant wasn't playing first team football for his club at Swindon, he wasn't looked. He was overlooked, right? I see Alex Marshall in the team. As I dug a little deeper, the Canadian League don't start yet.
But you know, see me do one video on it, Qatar.
I saw you did a video, so I said that's why I had to dig.
Yeah, man.
Right? So, yes, Fresh God, me there with the Grant thing, because when you say injustice, you have to speak about injustice, brother. And my family, who don't like it, next best thing. Coach, my reliable sources told me, and I dropped it on the breaking news and Reggae Boyz commentary earlier, that Kemar Roof tested positive for COVID. is it fair to put a cloud of lack of commitment over a player that tested positive for COVID?
But Cataract, I know what you're saying, but remember, he did not say all the players. He said some of the players and the reasons that he was disappointed.
Yeah, but when you do that, which is why I said to him, I'm not going to pressure you, coach, but I will come back to this when you have a post interview at the end of the window,
the game, the series,
right? You can't throw the baby and the bathwater together, otherwise the baby will drown. Otherwise the baby will drown. Formula Sport, I better him say that. Because I can't force a coach. If you don't rate a player, you just don't rate a player. If you set the ground, listen, I don't think you're good enough, brethren. The man will know. The man, brother, me I tell you, my family, the man depressed, the man feel away every day. The man thought the boy cut because what was this? Is the end for me? Because this was what he was living for. He's playing professional football since he was 7. Sometimes you need a new challenge in your life to give your career some longevity. Right? I don't think man understand how much Anthony Grant loves Jamaica. I don't believe man understand that, brother. I think you would have known, coach, because I think I read a letter to you that he wrote to the FFM when they couldn't select him. The man said, look here, I would, if it's my last game I play against Mexico, if that is it for my career, I'm going out there 90 minutes. I'm going to run till me drop down. Don't take me off the field. If it's one game I play for my country, make my grandmother proud, the family them in Portland proud, just make me deal with it. And what did we do? Take him off in the 88th minute and then Jamaica go lose 2-1. But this is not the Anthony Grant show. This is about
but Cataract, I want
what the JFF says.
Well on the Cataract. I want people to understand why you're speaking like you're speaking, you know. Because formula, like you say, Paul, I'll probably just not rate Anthony Grant. But what Cataract is saying is that if you say that you're picking players based off commitment and you should be playing football and all of that, and you should be doing well, Kaim Parrish should be in the team. And if you just not rate Grant, just say it. I think that's the point Cataract really want to bring across.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if you never rate the player and say to the man, say, look here, we just don't rate, he would have sit down on Swindon bench. Why would he leave a club that is for which he has a promotion bonus? That is what he's giving up, right? I'm not telling you that he moved for less salary, right? But he has a promotion bonus. If not gonna mind me talk them, he has a promotion bonus in this class, which every footballer has. If you get promoted, you get a promotion bonus, right? To go and struggle at the bottom of the league, to play harder than he has had to play because the players are just not at the quality at the iron. That's what they call Scunthorpe. He could have just sit on the bench and just collect him money and wait out him contract. But you said to him, go and play first team games. He could have gone to other clubs. But the fact that he was not guaranteed first team games, as they did at Scunthorpe, that's why he chose the club, because them said them guarantee that he's going to play 20 games. Minimum. I don't knock Paul. I can knock Paul out selection. The coach can go in any direction he wants to go. That's the coach's job. But remember I say, when the thing not go right, what direction we going in? The direction of losing matches? That's the direction?
But him say winning is not important, you know.
But listen, you know me against support, and you know Paul and Simon, who I took over the channel from, so I have to respect the relationships from before, right? I have a good relationship. But in truth, that is the maddest thing I ever hear. Bridget, what happened if you fall all 100 in the ranking? You cannot get good games. Who we going to start playing? Bonnier?
I'm born them.
And St. Bart's? And St. Martin? Vanuatu Islands. That's where our footballer go.
Formula is saying you can't say you pick maps because of experience and guiding the youths. Yeah, that's what he said in terms of the defense, Tope, King, and all of that. But still leave out Grant when there is no Stewart.
So who is there to guide? Who is there to guide Pearson? Who is there to guide Howell? None of them are developed CDMs. They don't know the craft of CDM. Anybody that has seen Anthony Grant know that Anthony Grant know the craft of CDM. He is not the player that he was 10 years ago. So we just know. If you said to him in January, look, Reggie, I want a younger squad, moving on. I am guaranteeing you'd have stayed at Swindon, sat on the bench, collect him salary. Swindon would have gone into the playoffs, get promoted, and get a nice 100,000 or 50,000. How much thousand is the playoff bonus for the player? They would have just get that and collect it and feel nice. So, believe that at that. I have a question about where the goals are going to come from. And the big question I want to ask, Coach, I'm going to see you leave up your money pull up, because you show up, because you watch, but you see you watch the program earlier, but your money pull up, they be that fly, but you leave your $50 money pull up on this high power.
Yeah, man, hold on. Big up to Kyle on the $50 and Raymond passed to and drop a $49.99 to, you know, so we get to a big thing for the board, man.
So, here I said, Coach,
Mm-hmm.
the JFF needs to explain the board and the coach, the head coach, how it is that last week players were listed as confirmed. And then 5 days later, don't come on a flight. What happened? I am asking you that, Coach. I'm asking the fans. Forget the granting. What happened in those 5 days? When I got the squad last Wednesday, we run and drop it. When the camp opened, we gave the thing before. Last Tuesday I dropped it, and then the camp came the Wednesday. Right? What happened between Wednesday and Monday, Coach?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Good question, you know, but I don't know myself.
J-Dye said they're rebuilding. If they're rebuilding, why isn't Kido Taylor Hart here? Are you rebuilding?
Remember,
or are you
Qatar, remember you were at the something there, Qatar. You were at the press conference where the man said, and we hear Whitmore said that statement, and people deal with Whitmore away, but then give Paul Hall a free ride. Paul Hall said, when the question was asked, the man said, yes, there are players in Jamaica that he believe can from the Premier League that can play in the national team. That's what he believe. Too long we have been talking about England and Spain and all of these places. What about the locals?
Coach, and this is where I disagree with Coach Hall, and I say, man, a big man. I have my own opinion. I put my own pot on my fire. I put my own dub plate on my sound system turntable. My own dub plate. Right? So I'm not going to follow back up all like everything him say. When him right, when him wrong, I'm saying this. Coach Hall, you got this wrong, brother. For 20 years, we have you got the problem right, but you got the disease wrong. It's not about bringing English players in, Coach. It is about the timing when you bring them in. It is about the age at which you bring them in. That is the problem, not the fact that they are players coming from England. So he has misdiagnosed the patient. Dion Burton was a teenager when he came here. Isn't that so, coach?
Dion Burton, he was a teenager when he came?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How many other English players came as teenagers apart from Joel Grant? Only one English-born player has played for Jamaica since 2001 in a youth team. Only one. He's misdiagnosed. Coach Hall, Jamaica football have cancer. Stage 4 cancer. And you diagnose, so if you take 2 Panadol or even 2 Fensic, local product, take 2
Problem
Fensic.
that.
How Fensic are going to help you when you have a cancer? The cancer is that, coach, this is not rebuilding, this is ethnic cleansing. This is the removal of British Jamaicans from the football scene.
But Cataract, I believe, based on what the coach said though in the press conference, he felt as if some of those British Jamaicans let him down. Based on their reasons for not coming.
Yes, but
Antonio included.
But coach,
Roof probably out, Low on all of these people. I feel as if he felt betrayed. That's why I did not talk with so much passion about all of these things.
But coach, what happened? What happened? What occurred? What would make a man say, yes, I am coming?
And then a few days in the switch.
And those don't throw on the flight.
Yeah. That is questionable. That is questionable.
I'm going to throw things out there. Did you ask man to pay for their own flight?
Really?
Did you downgrade man's ticket to regular economy class? Were these things done?
But all right.
I don't know. I'm just asking. What could
That's
make
true.
But
let us put it into context. Let us put it into context. So, for example, you downgrade my ticket. Because of England I come from, you know a ball of them need them room, them space. So I'm not gonna say, coach, I'm not gonna come again because of whatever. So he was upset because that really make you not come. And I say, yeah, coach, I can't travel for so many hours like this. And I want to be in the business class.
I'm gonna get cramped. You have to have the leg room. Ethan Pinnock is 6'4".
Right. So what if it's that? Is that a valid reason? Or is that a reason that caused Paul Hall to be disappointed?
But look here.
Or him ask them probably, can't you upgrade your ticket? Man said, no, I come represent the country. What can I upgrade ticket you talk about?
We don't know. But look here, coach. Look here. I may pick sense out of nonsense.
And hold on the cataract. Before some people run with some things, we are just hypothetically speaking here.
Hypothetical. We are
conversation that we had a while ago. In a few seconds, it is hypothetically speaking. Don't get it twisted. Go ahead, Cataract.
But coach, that is why it is important to have the transparency.
And I agree.
Look, let me ask a question. Kemar Roof, according to his Instagram story, left on a flight, EasyJet flight from Glasgow to London. Did Kemar Roof contract COVID on the flight and because of what happened? We don't know. How you get on a flight healthy in Glasgow and sick by the time you have your changeover in London? We don't know. EasyJet, I know, is a budget carrier. It has no first class. As a matter of fact, it don't have no class. Allegedly. Don't come for it. While you have a direct flight from American Airlines and British Airways that leave Glasgow and go to Miami, one go to New York. I check this out. And you connect and come to Jamaica. So I don't know.
Fresh, I don't understand that comment, Fresh. If some people take back their words, if something like this happened, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
I don't know. But there are people who are seething, who are pissed off.
I think Paul is most pissed because in probably cataract. Remember, the president said if the team not qualify or get close to qualification, the last 3 games, the England players, English Jamaicans might not come, or they might not be picked. I think Paul Hall plead the case. You understand? I think he plead the case and get them to come and say, all right, they are coming. Then all of a sudden them now come. And the reasons what them give, Paul Hall not interested in those reasons. And that's why I'm thinking vex. And that's why I'm thinking say he believes that they would have let him down.
Yeah, but big brother, listen me good. The player would have said yes last week, and their name come out on an official list. That means that when it come out on an official list, means you got a release from the club.
Mm-hmm.
You got a release from the club. Otherwise, you could not announce a player without the club agreeing to a release. True or false?
That sounds true.
Good. Something occurred between last at the camp and Monday.
Mm-hmm. So you were there. You figure out what was it, Qatar?
No, I'm saying you hold on. Remember, you would have to agree 2 weeks before, Remember, it's 2 weeks before we understand you have to seek a release of a player. 14 days before, no sir?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Was it Mr. Speed's crazy interview where him said, boy, English youth have to pay for them own way for coming up and try? What was it? I don't know. These players listen to things, I do not know, which is why I think in the fairness of transparency, man needs to say, okay, Mikel Antonio said, I picked up a knock, but Mikel's name was not even in the original list. Man could have said, coach, allow me out for this window and I'll come for Nation League.
But you wasn't pleased with that, with Mikel answering that either.
I don't know.
No, but remember the question was asked, man. And
I know the question was asked, but the fact of the matter is that at the time when you were leaving, Mikel Antonio had a knock. When the squad was announced, Mikel Antonio only played 22 minutes for Chelsea, for West Ham.
But he played the week.
And in the week, the Thursday, he played in the Europa League for 120 minutes.
Yeah. So that may I say the reasons why him give, Paul Hall probably never like it again.
So Formula said, Formula, he said it's reasonable not to disclose the reasons for the omission at any time. So then why did we disclose that Shaman Nichols turned it down for personal reasons? Coach, if we could disclose Shaman reasons, why we can't disclose others? Remember, you can't, remember some man has been turned it down, call up. Man got called up, man says, yo, my baby mother pregnant, me not come. My first child just born, I want to stay home and play with baby. We have been getting the answers. They've never come from the JFF. The YouTubers dig and we get the answers, don't it, coach?
Yeah, man.
So I can't hide nothing. We'll find out. But why would a news outlet in England issue a statement, an article that's potentially libelous, that Antonio and Ruth were cut for cost-saving measures? You read the article, coach?
Oh, that one go?
Let me just tell you. Rangers, I'll soon get it, man, I'll tell you. West, because it's a big thing in England. Players snubbed. That's what it says. Snubbed. Let me see if I can find it. So here you go, coach. This is the Hammers news, right? And Rangers FC org. You hear me, coach?
Yeah.
Both of them put out rangersfcnews.org and Hammers News. Let me read what it says. West Ham and Rangers stars Mikel Antonio and Kemar Roof snubbed for Jamaica squad as part of cost-cutting exercise, reports claim. March 23rd, 2022. Damian Charles Lucas. It says West Ham and Rangers stars Mikel Antonio and Kemar Roof snubbed for Jamaica squad as part of cost-cutting exercise. This, according to a report from The Voice, and The Voice being the largest black newspaper in England. After the West Ham
that's a different argument,
were omitted from the latest Reggae Boyz selection. West Ham and Rangers are both enjoying amazing campaigns in this season's Europa League. And it went on to say David Moyes is vying. Right? And that both clubs are flying their respective flags high in Europe. West Ham beating Sevilla in the last 16 to set up a quarter-final against Lyon. Rangers face Braga in the last 8, having memorably seen off Borussia Dortmund and Red Star Belgrade. Right? So, there you go.
Hold on. Cataract. Cataract.
So listen, you can't hide the truth from the youth.
Cataract. Hold on. Hey, you see that story I said? Listen, it can be conspiracy too, you know.
Hold on.
Hear me now before you.
Let me finish the article.
Mm-hmm.
Moyes and Gers boss Giovanni Bronkhorst will be desperate for their players to stay clear of injury and get some much needed rest between now and then. So the prospect of a 15,000-mile round trip and 3 games in a week for West Ham striker Antonio and Rangers forward Kemar Roof had been a real concern for both clubs. There was a massive twist for West Ham and Rangers this week when both Antonio and Roof were left out of Jamaica the Jamaican squad for games against El Salvador, Canada, and Honduras. The only other British-based players were selected for the squad by temporary coach Paul Hall, though. He said other British-based players were selected for the squad by temporary coach Paul Hall, though, with the likes of Aston Villa's Leon Bailey, QPR's Andre Gray, and Derby County's Ravel Morrison called up.
You finished?
Yep.
Hear how me look on it now, Cataract. And this, I might be wrong to but hear how me look on it. Hear me look on it. And people don't tell me if I'm wrong. I heard that as well. The players were snubbed because of cost-cutting measures. All right, remember, initially, it was said that they might not call these players because of what? Cost-cutting, right? So we did know that from day one. The president said that. Okay? What I'm saying, Cataract and audience, is that could it be a case where them people are here so that they'd go on and then go write a story to put on that, and when the ball of them end up so them a go, then can't go again because that story they're out. I don't know if he's a madman, but what do you think about that?
But coach, this story came on the 23rd, which is today.
Yes. So that may I say it could have been a key. All right, so leave out the last part of it. But it could be a conspiracy that they write the story so the man them snub. When I know so I go.
Coach, hold on, coach.
Or the man them snub the team.
Coach, I'm saying that I don't know because I am not there and I don't get it, but I said questions have to be asked.
Right, and that's why I may ask questions to Cataract because I'm not gonna just jump and say.
So why would they quote? Why if the article was not credible, why would it quote both David?
No, I'm not saying it's not credible. Of course, you can have credible source writing an article about the information can be construed in such a way, Catara. We know that. That's why I'm looking at it from that perspective. I'm not going to just jump and say, the man are right, because the fact of the matter is that the man them say they might not use the UK players, UK born Jamaicans, because it might be saving them some money. Remember, them said that when the last round did finish. So now to hear an article like this come out in this particular time, I'm not gonna say it's not credible, but me now gonna just take it so.
Let me tell you, I don't think people understand, Coach, what things that happen in Jamaica mean. I'm going to read now from the Scottish Daily Express. You know what the headline on the back of the Scottish Daily Express newspaper was? Kemar Roof in commitment question as Rangers striker receives warning from disappointed Jamaica boss. That was the headline on the back page of the Scottish Daily Express.
When that turn on that the Conroy. When that Catara?
That would be today. So that would have been, because remember they are 6 hours ahead of us, So that would have been today's newspaper.
So what that I tell us? So that story that is different from the other one, Catara?
No, man, they're reporting about what Coach Paul Hall said. I'm just saying to you that for that to make the back page of Scotland, even when Scotland have a World Cup qualifier coming up, that was one of the two things on the back page. So now you know what the back page means.
But Cataract, it approved what me did I say, the story where you talk about in the first one. I'm not just gonna jump and say it, because if another media outlet I say him get warning because of what? Because of lack of commitment and all of this. Remember that Paul Hall saying in a meeting.
I don't think it's it. They are quoting Coach Paul Hall.
Right, because of what he said in the press conference.
Right. So I'm just saying to you, these show that what's happening in Jamaica is key to the world and in the UK. Coach, you drop off?
No, man, me there, man.
Oh.
Are the caller drop off?
Well, we hear the caller.
Him gone, man. I him jump off.
Oh, look, what I wanted to know, I saw JD White at both sessions, including today. He's not part of the 23-man squad. Wasn't JD in the United States going around looking for a club?
If JD won?
JD, wasn't he in the United States seeking a transfer?
He no make it. It never happened,
Let me see him back on the ground.
But him can't get the game from the is it the Guyanese goalkeeper at this club? Hold on, Conroy a call back.
Yeah, man, Conroy. Give him around.
Conroy, what me the line, man? You're live on the show.
Yeah, boss. Evening to you and evening to Cataract.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Big up to the program, the people that comment.
Yeah, Conrad, you have to say Cataract the oligarch. You have to put some respect on the oligarch.
The oligarch. Big up yourself, boss.
Big up yourself.
Right, if you don't say you're back on, you're good. Yeah, man. Me hear what I'm saying, and right now I just speculate. We have to go speculate until we get, to see what really happened. Because how me see it, is that if the paper correct, in saying that the players were dropped because of financial cutting by the JFF. But then we see where I never hear the press conference with Paul also. Based on what I hear now, says like him saying disappointed with some of the player when they turn it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of contradict with the paper, because the players them were cut because of financial costs. So and Paul should not have made that statement in saying that he's disappointed in the player, because that means that it's not the player's decision, really, it's just the administration. So I'm wondering now, is that a case where, obviously we hear from other people in JFF when some of them seem to be really pushing the narrative of getting players in from the local league to play in the senior team because they want exposure. So more there's a case where Paul would have said, this is not what I want. I want to get these experienced players from overseas. But then away with the JFF, they might try to put film narrative or get film player in or get local players. Is that they may have negotiate a contract or even with Cataract they say in terms of flight accommodation may have been drastically reduced in terms of so that may have communicated to the player for them to make a decision. Because as a Cataract said earlier too, the players them don't make the decision so they might come because you have to get a 2 weeks notice from the club and they make that decision. So for them to have made the short notice, something would have been said to them. If a one player cut off, I can understand, but if majority of the players the amount of players that decide that they're not gonna come, then that means something would have been said. So it's either maybe JFF that he was telling Paul what was said to the players, but we want to know, what really was the decision because the player them not feel would have committed from even they were called up from the club, give them the release, then no, I decided so them not gonna come. So something really happened and we really need to understand where it done. Cause even from back then when Speed I say more the clubs them have to use the national team to try to get them player exposure. Which means we can't see that are gonna be unfair for we getting the best player at all time. Right? So it's just that I say is like where Paul said to weigh the paper I say a completely total opposite that I say. Because if you're disappointed with the player then that means that the player decision not to come. If what the paper is saying is correct, that means that it was the administration not wanting this player because of financially, they want to cut costs. So that is just what I have to say.
All right, Conroy.
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself as usual.
Come on, you too. Why this thing has too many underlining things? It's like the strike through is too high, Qatar. I can't understand. But I mean, we can talk about the team now in terms of what we expect from them going into the game against El Salvador, which El Salvador don't want to probably stay at the bottom of it or allow Jamaica to beat them so that they can go deeper. And Jamaica don't want to win. But according to the coach, he goes into games to win. But winning is not the most important thing at this time, at this juncture.
Coach, you are a track coach. I fought martial arts professionally, right? There's one thing that I was told, and you can tell me if you tell your young charges this. Winning is a mentality. That is I was told. Winning is a mentality. I was also told that losing can become a habit. That
winning can become a habit as well.
That you have I was to have a winner's mentality. That even when I'm fighting a player rank 40, 50 places against me in the rankings, fight him and beat him the same way as if I was fighting for a belt with one of the top 2-3 rank fighters. Because him say winning is a mentality. Winners have a certain mentality. Losers, full of excuse. And I lost, but I learned a lot from this defeat. You know what he used to say? Why don't learn a lot from the winning? They can learn a lot more from winning. You don't need to lose to learn. That's my take.
Yeah, but just to clarify again, though, Qatar, I coach football as well, So it's some whenever we are coaching the youngsters, every single coach going to a game to win. And Paul Hall did say that. Because when you tick the win column, you're going to see things, you're going to feel good. But there are always going to be things that you can adjust, you can refine so that you have a better showing in another game. When you lose, it's like you're behind the fourth ball. There's so many things you have to try to adjust. But when you win, even if you have a lot to adjust, it now going to seem so insurmountable, you know. So there's a difference when you win in comparison to when you lose. If you lose and you play well still, you know, it's a different thing that too, you know. Because you could not execute all areas of the field to the T, but it's just that in front of goal, you weren't doing so well, and that could be as a result of the other team's defense putting up resistance, and you couldn't find a way to thread that defense. So I often tell the youths, enjoy the game. That's the foremost thing me tell them. Enjoy yourself out there. Just enjoy the ball game. But at the same time, you want them to execute what you imparted to them in your training session or whatever. So I believe that, contrary to what Paul Hall is saying, he goes into game to win, which is correct. But on a broader scale, he's making reference. If he loses or the team lose, then it might not be such a biggie for him because of what he's trying to do. I think that is, in a sense, what he's trying. He has said in terms of the winning sort of meant winning versus development. And I don't know if I agree with it, but I know that in development something got to give. So, like, for example, now Cataract in the high school, you're presenting a 3-year program. Most coaches do a 3-year program, development program. So what you do, you actually get the under 14 and the under 16 players them together, and you might enter a Doncaster Cup or a Manning Cup with the under 16 team, because you know that this year is just to give them exposure so that they can have an understanding of how the football, the ins and outs of the game and all of that. So next season now, when you're preparing them, they would have had a taste of the competition. So it's now easy for them. You add the importance of experience now to a better sort of planning going forward. So I probably think that's what Paul Hall wants to do in this scenario. And I think why he wants to do it is because there's no way for us to qualify.
Coach,
but again, why I disagree with not placing emphasis on winning the games is because it might affect our ranking, which is very critical. So there's
Coach,
it's between a rock and a hard place.
Coach, you are teaching, and it's a teachable moment, and I'm willing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a football coach, but clearly not as established as you, even though I have my trophies winning the civil service league, etc. But Coach, let me take a moment, Coach. I want to big up Nicola Nicholson. Hey baby, that's my lady. She's from where they are half line.
Nicola, big up yourself.
Where they are half line out there in Antigua. Anybody in Antigua, if you want some of the baddest massage ever, Nicole Nicholson have magic fingers. She know the thing.
Brown man security out of Antigua there, you know.
Brown man, leave no man alone. Big up Nikki, the whole standpipe ever hype. Know me from me, I play Stargate Sound and a standpipe. She and her sister ever come to the games. Half line, them sit down right at the top with me, get the wet up with the rum, just so she stay. So when you look at Nicole, a real ultra you talk about when they talk about Nikki. So, but Coach, here's the thing with me, and I want to address Owen. Yes, I did boxing, And if you go and you look up the records about basketball, I went on a basketball scholarship at Kingston upon Thames College. So I played college basketball. So I'm multi-talented where sport is concerned. Coach, you have to win to remain relevant.
True.
Right? Because you have to look at the big picture. You might have developed something, you know, and you find say you're broke and gone bankrupt while you are developed. Because nobody now show up. Because football is also a business. I have no problem with development, but where I question it, so where does Kido Taylor Hart develop then? Why he can't develop in a Jamaica? Where does a player like Keenan Davis, why he can't be called and develop in Jamaica? They are young. What I'm saying, you need to have the best of what we have in England and the best of what we have in the UK, in America, in Canada, in Russia, in Belgium, in Malta, in Italy, in Germany, in Holland. What the JFL doesn't have is they don't have a scouting system. So the thing is never transparent. The recruitment, Ian Campbell said it the best. You have to go on a drive, naturalize everybody, and then treat them well. Everybody can come and play. Now. Every time Gareth Southgate name a squad, you have about 1,000 players in England who vex. But what happened? People still waiting for the chance, still playing hard. I am just saying, as long as Jamaica never call up Kido Taylor Hart, and if a man come at Jamaica, put on him Instagram saying they are Jamaica, why wouldn't the JFF go out of their way to find the man and take him down to Pika and get the passport in 7 days or 3 days or 2.5 days?
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that.
Where's the Mary Grace passport?
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that.
All right. So, Coach Paul Hall, I want you to take off the white tinted Cavalier glasses and just look at the whole national program. You have a responsibility to fans. We do not want what is being sold now. We don't want it. We don't want it. Coach, how much people left on your life? This is a pre-match live.
It just moved from 100 to 88. So what if people just jump off?
Coach, 100 and a pre-match live. When you are the pre-match live, coach, 400-500 people left on the live. And Manning's Man would have one, Formula have one, IMAX it have one, Reggae Boyz commentary. You couldn't find hand. Look at what it boiled down to. Look at it boiled down to gravy. We don't want what they're selling. Kido Taylor Hart was in Jamaica, Formula Sport. Kido Taylor Hart from Arsenal, left winger. So, coach, you have stalwart players. We calling up these man them. What happened to what name? Ajani Talbot. He has settled in his club. Why not called from Portugal? What happened to Ronaldo?
He returned, you know.
Oh, he returned.
Yeah, I think he had some injury concern.
Return to sender?
Yeah.
What happened to Ronaldo Biggs?
I don't know.
One to those man move, man transfer, but then can't get the national team. So you can only pick 23 players. As I said, coach, my last word is let us see what transpires. I supported Leeds and have 16 long years we then in a championship. When you go down into a rut, R-U-T. When you get into a rut, it's hard to come out.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
What key the Taylor need to come and try out? When we need to try?
Who say I'm going to try out, Qatar?
Eban Green. He quoting that there's a trial in April, which was what?
No,
Mr.
Kiddo can't come on a trial. Remember, Kiddo can't play under 20, you know.
Exactly. But I'm just saying that he can't play under 20. I'm saying that he should have been facilitated. These players like that should have been brought into this window, coach. That was my point, Lloyd.
Okay.
Right? That he should have been assisting with getting his passport in January, between January and February, so that in March 24th, he could have done the colors and get his 3 caps and I hit that for him. Him could have get him 3 caps and I hit that for him. So this is not
about follow. Me see Kiddo in tune do I go on a trench tone, you know.
Brethren, the
So
man,
much in tune.
Do you like Jamaica?
Yeah, man, I think so.
Coach, this is not about rebuilding. This is about sales. And anybody who don't see that, sorry.
Them probably never know same day or two, you know.
So how we know?
The who study the Instagram them with it. Oh boy, get there. Them man and I study the Instagram, man. How we know so many players in UK and they don't.
What's the latest on Nathan Redmond? He's not interested in playing for Jamaica at this time.
Yeah, Nathan out. We're getting a call. Dr. Green is calling. Caller, good night. You're live on the coach's desk.
Good evening, coach. Missy, Shalide, I just say everyone wish the boys them well tomorrow. But Missy Tatarata, I say weird all sorts of players. In the seem to realize it appears that coach and go that way now. Him want to build the local system, so the local players him look fun, not overseas players. So plus in April, then suppose I want trials overseas, but
that's for under 20.
Was a kid Taylor not under 20?
No. Kid don't need to come on a trial if he was under 20.
But so me just say me I predict something like that 2-1 victory or something like that. For El Salvador and
so yeah, El Salvador 2, Jamaica 1.
No, sorry. Jamaica 2, El Salvador 1. So what you predict?
I'm unpredictable tonight.
Yeah,
Coming have no camera come on, so I'm unpredictable.
Oh, okay. Well, may I ask you, when you talk about watches, you're not able to put on your show them contact of website something where show them at live.
If me can't put it on my channel.
Yeah, like so when we have in front it by YouTube, we see live from the stadium instead of seeing someone like Dre anywhere that speak it out and tell us where the ball is. You can just show it live.
You have some money?
No, YouTube. Or so you can do it free on YouTube, like you can
just answer my question, man. You have some money?
No. I mean, a little bit. Me have a little bit money.
You have a little bit of money. Well, you have to have money to buy the rights to show these things. If you don't buy the rights, and you're gonna show it from our next man's channel, you're gonna be in problems.
So you say that if you go on YouTube and click on the contact of something where I show something live, like someone on YouTube and you watch YouTube without your channel us watch it live. If you put that on your channel, you have to go pay for that. That's what you say?
Yes. All right. If I go pay a fee, a matter of fact, the only way I can do that is if I would have had agreement with CONCACAF that I'm gonna show that game on my channel. It can't just work so.
Okay, so looking forward to
things are copyrighted nowadays, here.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we look forward to see you take us around the field tomorrow and go for your best for your boys team.
All right.
It's a good big up.
All right. Big up yourself. For those who don't know, those who watch the watch alongs, that's why it's called watch along. We watch the game and we come on live and we come on live and we just talk about the game. We can't show the game. You have to have it right. Travis, call in Travis. People that want to hear Travis. Yeah, man. So we can't show these games. We watch along the games and we comment on the games, give our analysis on the games, but we can't show it because it is not our material. So you can't just one time on YouTube that could have happened where you just see a thing and you just put it on your channel and you probably make a bag of money off of it. But YouTube has gotten stricter in sense of the business sense of it. So you can't just take a man work and put it up without getting consent from that person. Because the first thing them do, them not ask no question. Them not be lenient. Them just a go, whoop, copyright strike. Yeah, I want to have all the rights to show it. But we are in agreement with YouTube, you know. Yeah, man, we are in an agreement with YouTube, so we can't do that. You understand? All right, so let me drop your squad, people. Drop your squad. What would be your starting lineup? Roof turn back because Leon Bailey get the number. Hey, Rob Smith a sample man, you know, man. Rob Smith is a sample man. So for me, this team would have been I think Paul might go back to the 5 3 2. So Andre Blake, Maria Low and King around the three at the back. They have Javian and Greg Lee playing high. You have Devon and Devon, Ravel, Walker in the middle, and Gray and Leon Bailey up front. I don't think Leon Bailey will play the full game. So it could be a case where he will be substituted, depending on how he feels, or he can use this game to regain some sharpness and fitness because he has been getting some teams, some short runs. So people, drop your team in the comment section, and you can also drop your score line. Drop your team and your score line. Anonymously approach you're taking. Anonymously approach you're taking to your program tonight, CD, like Sir P. No visuals. Hey, Brain Cell, say we have visuals. I'm seeing myself and everything, but the problem is that it's not showing. So I don't know what caused that. If there's a layer, even on the screen, I can see where the thing should go. I can see that the frame is there, but I can't see my photo, but in the waiting room, I can see my photo. All right, Travis is at the beginning of this campaign. Let me read a comment there. At the beginning of this campaign, Lots was scared of playing Jamaica. Not every team want a piece. No, every team want a piece of Jamaica and use us to share points. Yeah. Use us as share or shore points. Oh, SURE. Travis is saying his 11 is Blake, Lowe, Mariapa, King, Leigh, Brown, Ravel, Bailey, and Gray.
So, coach, who get the red card? Type of 10 players.
Yeah, that me just like a point out. Me actually like a count it, you know. Travis has started with 10 men, people.
10 man. Coach, may I give you my start 11 and then jump off. My start 11.
Motherfucker, 9 in started Cataract.
9 in man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Travis, what kind of 9 man that team? Hey, Travis. Eco-Reeks, I say all of us are a set of hypocrites. You can't just make that statement there just so I'm not explaining it, Eco-Reeks. If you tell a man say I'm a hypocrite, you have to tell him why I'm a hypocrite.
So, coach,
yeah, go ahead, get there.
I have a run. I know so we have to do the night medical checks. But here we go now, coach. Andre Blake in goal.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I expect, but Andre Blake in goal. Richard King, Jamoy Topi, and Adrian Mariappa.
So Topi, King,
Mariappa. That's what I would want to see. 3 at the back.
So you're not pick Low.
Sorry. All right, fine. Low.
No, I'm just don't change the team because
all right, so let me go again. Come on, one quote no controversy. Andre Blake, Richard King, Damian Lowe, Jaboy Topi. I'm going to put Barry up on the bench.
Okay.
Christopher Pearson, Speedy Williams, Greg Leigh, Javane Brown on the wings.
Mm-hmm.
Ravel Morrison at cam. Andre Gray and Leon Bailey up front.
Okay. All right, not bad. What do you think about that team, the people? And Travis had one more player, so Lamar Walker, my bad. But him still, I don't know, he don't know that 10 player that he have now. Travis at 10, man.
Hold on, but what Travis had do a bingo? As some old foot here, look, Travis.
Jesus,
so old lady, we have all them setters and them girdle. I slip. No, brother, a short somewhere, brother. We had a bingo. One in the O-line, one in the O-line, 10 in the Y-line.
That's what happens when you skip school, go pick mango.
Yeah, that's not what I say. Him say low red. Oh, Jaja God. Is it 2 games that Low is banned for?
No, I can't.
For the straight red? One.
But how many games? Which game he got the red card for?
He missed the home game. He missed the last home game.
That's the only game he missed?
Yep.
But they would have called him if he made a red card.
Oh, no, but we have played up 2 other games.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I think it's 1.
Well, he served 2 games? 2. Okay, Rob Smith. So big up Travis Paseo, the camphor ball boss.
You can big up for the super chat.
The camphor ball. Pay God 180. But if I coach that, but we have to tell you something. Coach, we have to put some discipline on this thing. Some man I try to follow shot with the be $1 biz. It not gonna work when we have push out there further. Pay God. Put a 0 up on that and make it 10.49 for the coach. Good night. Coach, check in tomorrow. May I work on something. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, man.
All right. Big up. Big up the whole team Cataract. Big up Nicky. Big up everybody. You know what I'm saying? The whole team Cataract, man. Them fire up the ultras, them. See.
All right. Respect Cataract. All right, so Ian team is Blake, King, low red card, Mariapa, Brownlee, Pearson, Morrison, Williams, Gray, Bailey. That's on like Cataract team too, all right. Mops over Topia. I would say that to yeah man, a 3-5-2 me think you might use. I know Travis can the next man team. He say I play bingo and load it still. That then number them I put in Jason. Panama and Costa Rica. He missed Panama and Costa Rica. Yeah, I was just joking that Low will get. Oh, that's what I say. Okay. Lolo, big of yourself. One say, Travis that bingo, open my bingo. That's time I give you a 9 and a 10. I bingo number them here I call and I put down the number upon it and I pick it here. Call now a 10 man you have, you know. Alright. Damien Hines say my team is Blake, Lee, Low, King. Lilo King. Mariapa, Williams, Walker, Morrison, Bailey, and Gray. Alright. Alright. So in terms of what you say now? This Costa Rica team, what should we expect of this Costa Rica team? I'm not certain if there's much for us to expect, or we just pay attention to our team. But Costa Rica, as usual, the Central American teams, they are very technical, they are speedy, they move the ball quick. We tend to be very slow in transition, so we have to ensure that if we want to win, if we are developing, then we have to ensure that we try these things, move the ball quicker in transition, and try to be comfortable with the ball, because one of the things I believe is hampering especially the team in overall is that we're not all the players are comfortable on the ball. All right. So that is something that needs. I hope that was emphasized in training. Jason Guna, you listen to the clip? Minute 24. You can start listening from there, Jason Guna. And you hear what happened with Antonio. El Padrino says El Salvador. Is it true no Bailey for the Canada game, coach? That's what I'm hearing, but I don't know how true it is. Not sure, unless he has some stuff to take care of. I don't know. Travis, no look good. Oh, if no Bailey for Canada, it might be for some restriction or something. I don't know if the COVID restriction still sit with Canada. So probably that. Travis. Travis back on the board, people. Travis team is Blake, Low, Mops, King, Lay, Brown, Speedy, Ravel, Walker, Gray, Bailey, Fresh God. How much play that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You bingo, Travis. You bingo. Leon Bailey came to play ball with the Prince. Yes, we see that one. I know the Prince alone, Raheem Sterling and some other youngsters, I think from KC. The ladies at this chat, me, I'm saying. Okay. Brain drain in the building. I made the AI, aka brain drain, for public amusement. What? Brain cell, take over the show tonight, man. Leaving a shambles. People say, oh, we don't want to play bingo and text this. Fresh got a striker. All right, Fresh. Score prediction. Yes, sports. Yeah, drop some score prediction. Travis Bingo, and that is a Y. I want to know why come after Y, then I have Z here, and they come before X. So Ian is saying 3-0 to El Salvador. Well, I'm not sure about that still enough. 3-0, no, so. Now we are. Alright, here in my side. Brain drain, you're in a trouble, you know. Jason Gula say 1-1. Stacy Canada 3, Jamaica 0. Rob Smith said 2-0 to Jamaica. Sorry, El Salvador. So El Salvador beat 3-0 to Stacy. Wow. Hey people, Jason, anytime Stacy predicts still, you know. She not normally too far off, you know. Alright, people, the video is still brought to you by Richard Sorrel Roots Drink and Richard's Roots Drink. Richard's Roots, a true Jamaican experience. Yeah, the buckle them here a kiss. In order to reach Richard's Roots boss, WhatsApp 876-528-9534. El Padrino is saying that. Hold on. Anything long as we win. Okay. King Jav, big up yourself. 3-1 Jamaica, Bailey Gray and Ravel. Okay. 2-1 Jamaica, smash and grab. Match odds Jamaica favorite. Alright, Eagle Republic. I will tape the game and watch it later. Okay. Diaglo Rhythm say 1-1. Robert Smith. So we have a Rob Smith and you have a Robert Smith. Jamaica 2, El Salvador 1. Now you did say the Antonio. You never say anything about the Antonio thing. When him say Antonio, never I probably may mix up. Or a Jamaican go. I don't know. Probably not you. Brain Drain must have went to co-ed school. Also in Sarli. Yes, Pagan. 2 we have, man. You can wash the bottle and reuse them with Kool-Aid. This is no, we don't do that, brain drain. You mad? We can't do that. Hey, I was talking to the Richest Roots boss in terms of he was saying that the bottles have gotten expensive. So we were suggesting some of the other bridging them suggest that him could have, wash the bottle. But in order to wash the bottle so that it is up to standard, it is going to take a lot more money to go through that process. So it's best him just continue to buy the bottle. So no reuse of the bottle brain drain. That can't go work. Cataract fresh brain drain. Coach Minzy, Travis Formula, CC Lolo, Military Gold, Mannings man. Ryan fit him can place. Simon hold the bench. Oh my side son. I want to 1-0 to Jamaica. Owen 1-0 to Jamaica. You know, mix it up, but me not check it as yet. More you check it, man. 24 minutes into the interview. Daniel Wheeler, if I him write the Gleaner article, him did ask a question in the thing. Well, at least Leon Bailey will be able to kick his free kicks in peace. Jeez, Jason Coed School. I Calabar when I deal it so. Read an article. Antonio coach Moyes was concerned about the miles that the baller had to travel. was a big concern to the club and thought the baller need the rest. Warren Webster has still news that then recycle then something there, cause that I say from Antonio decided to play for Jamaica, Go plastic, kill the environment, but save cost. So we now kill the environment. South Korea, big up yourself. We need to win this game. Winning is good for moral. All right. That side are nice. I mean, I'm first supposed to strike, Let me see. Let me look back on the side. Oh, Cataract Fresh, Brain Drain, Coach Minzy, Travis, Formula. So we are going to sub Travis too. We have put Travis up on the bench. We sub him. It's kind of sad though that, we had to discuss this matter before the game. These issues that come out of the press conference. Kind of sad. Go plus we need. Okay. It's a running joke, coach. Oh, okay. But it is environmental friendly to do so. Liberals will have their say. They seek purpose. So they like house. Lulu, me would have played, but me out on permanent injury. The process of reusing the bottles is expensive, and there are a lot of variables. Yeah, man, it's very expensive. That's what the Richest Roots boss tell. It's very difficult. Even though the prices of the bottles have increased, it's still cheaper to go that route than actually going through the process of reusing the bottle. We wouldn't miss a goal. You see me, I say fresh. Brain Cell say, whoa, 1 week I've been sub to this channel and I have decent following. Thank to all my supporters. Good night, everyone. Big up yourself, Brain Cell. Inspired by Brain Drain. Travis Dark, a man goodly tackle him too hard and him goodly thump him. No, man, Travis can't start. Double D Wizard said 2-0 to Jamaica. All right, and again, big up to the persons over there on Facebook. I see a not so good, angry button was touched instead of a like. Angry button was touched. I have no control on what is happening. They close the screen. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do. We have the live, we log out and we forward back, and it's still. All right, so we're expecting a good showing from the team tomorrow, despite of all the alabaloo that surrounds the team and the I can't say fandangles that are hanging onto the team. We still believe that they should go out there and put in their a good performance. The new players are going to want to prove to the coach that they deserve to be in the team. They're also going to want to prove to the fans and that they deserve to be in the team. So any one of them start or any one of them get a run, a look in, they are going to be running hard. They're going to be playing hard in defense and in attack to ensure that, they solidify themselves going forward in this team. So I think the new players will press hard tomorrow. So we have Brain Drain, Braille Cell, Robert Smith, Coach Dex. Where is Coach Chair? And then me have a cheer tomorrow. The decks now. If you have a cheer. Hopefully it forward back tomorrow, coach. Yeah, I hope so. I do some troubleshooting on the come off. Me just see the Daniel Wheeler question. Burn the fire scene way upon Antonio. You see me I tell you, and you say, when we hear that, and you see, we listen keenly, man, and we take notes. Yeah, man. Limitation is the sincerest form of flattery at brain cell. So, people, I believe that brain drain is the handler of brain cell. The man ain't can't sound so alike. No, sir. How they write? Seeking flattery and all of these things. That's why I believe are the same person. And of course, hey, a mistake man make Rob Smith. That is from Trackside. But the man's a cautious kind. Yeah, man. My brain drain good for them something then. Him go clone up something, man. One reps I say Greg Lay, Low, King, Brown, Speedy, Walker, Pearson, Gray, Bailey, Ravel, and Blake in goal. All right, so Warren, that's Warren Webster's team. What's your scoreline, Warren? That is impossible. I am superior. So if you create it now, most you're gonna be the superior one, man. Duh, brain drain. Brain drain has a fun. From Chuck side. Yeah, man. Tell him they are fresh. I just the caller call in and I remember the name and just said coach's corner. Yeah, man. I hope Ravel hit the back of the net. That onion bag should be shaking. Yep. All right, people. So we have been on for like 3 hours. Kind of unusual show because normally would have delved into more things concerning the preview. But we were a bit distracted by what took place at the press conference and a lot of questions to be answered. And I gave my thoughts, my takeaways from the press conference. Yeah. So this is the 10th person you are saying is me. Last week it is Blake now. Yeah, it's a podcast sort of a setting, Jason Gona, definitely. And as I talk about podcasts, I have the Coach's Desk podcast is on Spotify, so you can check it out, people. Check it out. I've uploaded 2 videos, so just go over there if you can and run up the videos them for me. Would appreciate it. Brain Cell is a local baller. EPL is where my thing is at. Okay, Brain Drain. So yeah, you're like a particular EPL club that has players in other leagues. Brain Drain, they can't go on me now. So people, I said Paul Hall is 2.0 and I question me. So let me close off the show by explaining what the 2.0 is. Basically, Paul Hall is superior and more advanced than the previous gaffer. And you clearly see what he wants to do. You understand? You clearly see what he wants to do. But there are similarities, but you clearly see what he wants to do, what he wants to achieve, or what he hopes to achieve. You understand? So hence the reason I said 2.0. So I'll leave it at that. Until next time, people, stay safe. Tomorrow the game. We're hoping for a win for the Reggae Boyz, despite the challenges, or what some of us think are challenges. We're going to be putting a little style and flavor, but you'll be hearing from our sponsors first before we leave.
Richest Roots drink works for menstrual cramps and pain, migraines, fatigue, stress and tiredness, sinusitis, builds immune defense, bloating, enhances male bedroom prowess, and Richest Sorrel Roots drink works against all types of cancers and tumors, memory loss, high cholesterol, insomnia, nervous issues, flu, and many other illnesses. For your Richest Roots drink and Richest Sorrel Roots drink, contact us now via WhatsApp at 876-528-9534. Richest Roots drink and Richest Sorrel Roots drink. Richest, a true Jamaican experience.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.